Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post. We have new videos dropping every day, Monday through Friday, giving you in-depth coverage of the Green Bay Packers. So hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Today we're going to talk about a concern for the Green Bay Packers as we are in week 2 now of training camp. Injuries to a position that the team really couldn't afford to lose because of a lack of depth. And I'm talking, of course, about cornerback. It's one of those spots since the departure of Jaire Alexander that just doesn't have proven depth. You have 3 solid players at the top of the depth chart in Keyshawn Nixon, Nate Hobbs. You have obviously also Carrington Ballentine, Javon Bullard can move into the slot, although he's not off to the greatest of starts in training camp this year. And then after that, a lot more questions than answers. You have, Brian Gutekunst did not address cornerback until the 7th round of the draft when he chose Mika Robinson. So not a lot of immediate help coming. And we find out this week that Nate Hobbs suffered an injury and had his knee cleaned up, what was described as a minor procedure to the knee, and that the recovery time is approximately 3 weeks for this injury. So 3 weeks basically means he's going to miss all 3 preseason games. Let's face it, Nate Hobbs probably wasn't going to play more than a series or 2 in any of those games anyway, if he played at all. So I'm not that concerned about that. And, if he misses the preseason, not going to change a lot. What will change, obviously, number one, he's going to miss some practice time. And he still does need to learn the playbook, adjust to his new team, his new teammates, the system, all of that. So it'll hurt a little bit in that respect. But the problem is the lack of depth here. So what did the Packers do? GM Brian Gutekunst goes out and signs Corey Ballentine, who played with the Packers the last few years, but was released on August 1st by the Indianapolis Colts. He's available. He knows the system. He can step in. Now, Ballentine will add some experienced depth, but he'll help on special teams if he makes the club, but he is not someone you want starting long-term. Yeah, I'm fine with him filling in for a couple of games. He's never started more than 6 games in a season. He's acceptable, but not outstanding. Now, I'd love to have him prove me wrong and just ball out in training camp. But realistically now, if Hobbs isn't ready for week 1 against Detroit, or even just down the road, if Nixon, Hobbs, or Ballentine gets injured, the lack of depth behind them is a major concern. So, am I happy with Corey Ballentine as a signing at this point in training camp? Yeah, absolutely. It's a low-cost, simple, plug-in fit to add some experience depth, and that's what the team clearly did need to add. But at the same time, it underscores the concern that the Packers fans and coaching staff and front office should have about what if injuries hit. And look, I know the Packers got by without Jaire Alexander. He only played, 14 games out of the last 34 regular season games in the last 2 years because of injuries, and the Packers found a way. So will they find a way? Yeah, I think they could. Hobbs, however, keep this in mind. He's also dealt with injuries, and the fact that he's injured this soon in training camp, while not great, it's not a major concern, but it's like a little bell going off in the back of my head, because in 4 NFL seasons, Hobbs has only played every game once. And again, you're relying on him because the depth behind him is questionable. Could the Packers add another player at cornerback at some point before the season starts? I wouldn't rule it out, but at the same time, I don't necessarily know whether or not it'll be a major move that will like really change the equation. Maybe you wait until after final cuts, after the third preseason game, and you add someone right before roster, before the season. You have that week off that you could integrate them into the roster, give them a crash course in the playbook. All of that possible, but right now the lack of depth at cornerback remains a real concern. Don't forget to check out our website at thepackerspost.com, where we have in-depth articles about the Packers every day, Monday through Saturday. So definitely check that out. Here on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode of the Daily Packers Post. I'm Gil Martin. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe. And of course, go Pack Go.